we're recording, and welcome to my asshole. My name is Matt Cole.
And I'm Brian Garrity.
And we are the producers of the Sexperts Podcast, and we have a very special guest in front of us. Welcome, Trip Rumble.
Hi, hello, everybody.
Hey.
Thank you for joining me on your show.
Very well put.
Great.
Thank you for being on the show. We have been wanting to have you on the show since, I guess,
Since we became super fans.
Since we became the super fans, when we did Cock of the Walk, 2018, you were such a delight.
Long, uncomfortable day with him in that shamrock tight shorts.
If you don't,
uncomfortable.
If you don't know old Trip here, I guess you do this every St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I have a variety of costumes for the different holidays I wear because I think it's fun.
Wait, you for like every holiday? Or?
Yeah, I got a dumb Christmas costume, a dumb St. Patrick's Day costume. I got a couple cheerleader outfits for Virginia Tech tailgate games. I did go to the school, by the way, and. Yeah, I think it's fun. My first costume I got was a pirate suit back in high school that I would wear sometimes, just be a pirate. And I don't know, people thought it was funny, so I kept doing it.
Were you ever an official mascot of anything, or just an unofficial?
No, I don't think my drinking behavior would permit that.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing, chugging the pitcher.
Oh yeah. Wait, that wasn't in the show, was it?
No.
Okay, so talk to us about the sketch that was cut.
Oh yeah, this really well planned out, intricate sketch we had. So at one point, I think Brad decided that we had too much cock stuff, too much cock and ball humor, and he asked, "Does anyone have any special talents?" And the first thing that happened was nobody raised their hands, and then two people did.
Yeah.
Jack Du Bois raised his hand and started popping his thumb out like that was his talent.
Oh Jesus, I missed that.
And I could drink a lot, and you could just see the flame of hope just extinguish from Brad's face before other people started chiming in. But yeah, and so
only one talent made it in.
Yeah,
which one was that?
The Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. Oh, that was hot. That was cool.
Mark Banshee. That was hot. Actually, I think it got him laid that night.
Yeah, like that.
Not by me, but yeah. So, and for people just joining us, Cock of the Walk was a hugely successful show.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Cock of the Walk was a hugely successful.
Say it again.
Cock of the Walk was a hugely successful show. What'd I say?
It just sounded like it was cock of the cock. The walk wasn't very well pronounced.
No. Cock of the Walk was I have bad diction. Cock of the Walk was a hugely successful show benefiting the YWCA of Southampton Roads, and that was at the Norva, and that featured me, Brian, Tripp, and 30 other fuckers.
Oh yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. It was great to work with you. And what else are you doing comedy-wise or performance-wise?
First comedy love was stand-up, so I do that every once in a while. I try to make it out like every couple weeks or so. I'm not trying to make a whole career out of it. It's just to me, it's just fun. There's nothing more beautiful than like a guy and just the audience, and it's just and then they kind of decide whether you live or you die in a sense, sort of. It's
very Roman.
It's very. Well, no, I love it, man. So I do stand up. The other big thing I'm in is I recently got into filmmaking.
Oh, cool.
Premiered my first film WIA at the Seven City Short Film Festival, and it's going to be released to the general public soon when we actually finish it. So.
I actually don't. Yeah, somebody mentioned this the other day, and I had no idea. I think it was Casey or somebody. Talk to us more about that. Like, how'd you get into film?
One of my closest friends recently got into acting, and he and I grew up.
Was it me or?
Was it me?
Yeah, it was both of you.
Oh, okay, keep on.
I refer to you as one unit, yeah. But yeah, he broke it into acting locally around here. We got very successful with that, and then he started like pushing me to get on stage more, get more involved with stuff.
Yeah.
And eventually, one day, one of our mutual friends put on this festival. And said, yeah, submissions are due then. And then he hits me up and he's like, let's just write something and try.
Great.
Let's try and get it in. And one thing leads to the next. Director of photography or digital producer, DP, he liked our script so much, he offered to do it for free with us. And
nice.
Man, it took off. It got into the festival. People loved it. It was wild. It was wild sitting in a movie theater watching people laugh at you and your jokes that you recorded and just kind of like crossed your fingers and hoped would be funny.
Congrats. When's the next time the general public can see it?
Whenever we finish editing.
Wait.
Because it was like the audio for the second half of it wasn't totally mastered, and there are some scenes we want to switch around by the time we put it in the festival. So we're doing that, and then we'll put it on the internet.
Oh, dude, so editing is possible? Forever. We should do that with the Sexperts. Yeah. Like, if we don't like one of your dumb jokes, we'll just edit it out.
If that ever happens, you have You have my permission.
That sounds so cool, man. And get back to us on stand up. I know you said you do it every once in a while. Do you have a show coming up, or where can we see you?
I have no shows coming up. I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know that I was going to promote stuff.
That's
here.
okay. That's okay.
We're the good mics.
Okay,
Where do you like
cool.
to perform?
Where I like to perform at Bucketheads on Tuesday because it's next to where I live, and Kazi's every once in a while in Newport News whenever I get a chance. That's a great place to just watch people too. It's a premier spot. And Blue Frog in Chesapeake, they do something once in a while. I don't know if they're still doing it, but they do something like the improv stand-up where they hand you topics right before you go on, and you have to talk about them.
Oh,
That's the only stand-up.
Fun.
That's the only stand-up I've ever done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you do the topic roulette thing?
I did. We used to have a show at Push that was that format.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And
it was like in a slideshow screen, and
yeah,
word
they
would
had,
come up.
they had a TV, and they would get this. They would get one-word suggestions from the audience on their way in, and then they'd randomize them. And you had like 5 minutes, and you got maybe 4 topics or whatever it was. And you, whenever you wanted to say next, you say next.
Cool. Okay. That's fun.
I would like to try that. Maybe I don't think it would be any good, but then it sounds kind of fun.
I tied for first place.
Hey.
And they let the tie break get decided by a guy who had been asleep the whole.
I would love to see
They
a
woke up,
Brian
it's
versus
perfect.
Trip improv stand up
Let's do it
head to head
right now.
Maybe we'll do it on the Sexperts.
Give me a fucking word.
I also would like to get steamrolled.
Sounds
I'm
fun.
not that great. Yeah.
Yeah, well, congrats on the film, and thank
Thanks,
you for
yeah.
doing the podcast, and good luck on
Thank you for having me, yeah.
stand up. Are you also gonna do like improv and sketch still at
At Push?
At Push?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm gonna, as much as my schedule permits, I'm just going to overload myself with stuff.
And we actually just did a show recently. I almost slipped my mind, but we were in the Sketch 101 show together.
That's right. That was
was
a
fun.
blast, man. That's a good time.
And you were a writer on that, right? Or no?
Yes, I
Yeah, you were.
wrote the Depressilax sketch.
God, I love that sketch.
Oh, thanks.
I wasn't in it. You had bad casting. Sorry. All right. Well, we hope to see you around more on stage and
screen.
And screen. And you should
For
cast
sure.
us.
I will. Oh, yeah. No, I'd love to work with you guys all the
Bye
time.
bye.
Wait, no, wait, no.